Back with us here. It's our opening game finally here in our Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Quezon City 8-8 Junior Giants taking on the Malabon Fisher Mall in the 18 under as we get the first basket courtesy of Manansala.
Well, very quickly, you see that inside feed. We were talking about Franco being able to make assists, and right there off the bat, he showed it.
And immediately you see here the height advantage being displayed here by Malabon. Let's see kung paano ma-counter itong Quezon City. Right off the bat, Del Rosario booking in a mid-range jumper.
And boy, this is very impressive. First two offensive sets already converted by both these teams. Makita mo talaga dito importance ng development para sa mga kids natin.
Itong Malabon, playing under Coach Froilan Bagyon, former NU Bulldog. Alam ko nakasabayan nito, Coach Froilan Bagyon, the likes of Edwin Asoro, di ba?
Jeff Napa.
That's right.
Right.
Meanwhile, Sean Franco draws a foul. He will troop to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, Sean Franco, of course, when we did the mock games, he came off the bench and showed us his stuff. Grabe, kita mo yung fast break, decision making. He's really good. There's a lot of promise here para dito sa batang ito.
And he's really tall for a guard. Sean Franco as an offensive putback para dito sa Malabon, courtesy of Ruiz.
Well, one thing you gotta do, you have to be able to box out, especially on free throws.
3-pointer on its way, no good. Malabon with the board. They lead here 5-2. Under 9 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Romero. Cross-court pass. Moyuela kicks it out. That's a long 3-pointer. No good. But you could see itong Quezon City, Coach Mike. Nakita natin yung offense nila so far coming from the outside.
Yep, and a lot of spacing also involved in it, as the shooters would normally be camping on the perimeter area. But you have to make decisions on whether you're going to shoot it from the outside or dribble penetrate though.
Second consecutive steal galing dito sa Quezon City. As free hoop here, courtesy of Pagaliwawan. So Quezon City cutting the lead to 1, 5-4. Alam mo, Coach, ang maganda dito sa Junior MPBL, most of us don't really know kung sino yung mga asahan. Pero that's the beauty of it eh. May mga mag-e-emerge tayong young ballers here that could really show their stuff here.
Yeah, but napakaswerte ng mga bata nga ngayon. We were talking about it. Now, for them to be given this much exposure to be able to play at this level. Before, kahit semento lang, pwede na. But now, everybody's playing, almost everyone's playing on wooden court with live streams, and gives you that much level of exposure and opportunity for other coaches, hopefully to scout you, lalo na kung homegrown ka.
Ito naman si Justin Del Rosario will shoot his first 2 free throws. Malabon still up 5-4, 7 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. First free throw is no good. Of course, take natin yung opportunity na pasalamatan yung mga sumusuporta and nanonood sa atin live on the Junior MPBL Facebook page and YouTube channel. Pati na rin sa mga nanonood sa atin live in the venue. Actually, a good-sized crowd we have here,
Right.
Mike.
It is. And, you see the importance of today's inaugural game, because no other than Senator Manny Pacquiao watching us. Of course, seated next to him is the commissioner, Keith Picasso, and the head of basketball operations, that's John De Los Santos. And also, of course, you have J.R. Navarro, also part of the executive team of the Junior MPBL.
Meanwhile, fast break attempt. Bayuela, their devil drive. But he will go to the line for 2 shots.
Boy, this kid Moyuela really knows how to get into the dribble penetrations here. Little hessy off that finish. Sometimes there are layups na kailangan matutunan ng mga bata. You just have to let it go, no? Kesa hindi ka pa nakakuha ng foul. Good thing though na hindi pumasok yung layup na yun. That would have been an end one for Moyuela.
Alam mo, Coach Mike, kinausap ko si Coach Justin Tan kanina. Siyempre, hindi naman natin kilala yung mga players so far. Sino yung mga dapat asahan natin dito? And right off the bat, unang binanggit niya ito, si Moyuela, number 8, who knocks down his second free throw. What have you observed so far dito kay Mayuela, Coach Mike?
Well, definitely matapang yung bata, no? And that tapang also goes with really good skill set and really good handle, especially as you see Franco right there sinking another one. But, you know, regardless of his size, he continues to compete and battling it out with these big guys.
That should be a good matchup.
Mhm.
Itong si Sean
Oh.
Franco and Rans Mayuela. Both skilled guards. Obviously, Sean Franco a little bit taller. But ito, full court press being applied here by Quezon City. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left in our opening game. Quezon City and Malabon here.
But one thing that you like, though, with QC, you see they have big men that can actually pass outside and even on dives.
Manansala with a three-pointer, no good. And on the rebound play, natawagan ng offensive foul. Ito si Saad.
Yeah, Saad leaned on, I think that was that Moyuela was battling with the rebound with him.
And we have our first substitution of the tournament. Fajardo, pinaltan muna si Saad. Prince Fajardo, number 2, being tasked now to hound itong si Rans Mayuela.
I remember interviewing one of the players of Malabon. His name just slipping my mind right now. He says his idol player really is Coach Froilan Bagyon. And he says he likes the freedom that they give the players when they play.
Naman nung araw, Coach Froilan Bagyon, one of the more prominent guards in the UAAP, as Sean Franco knocks down that three-pointer.
I told you. He's got shots from the outside, really good handles. Wala pa masyadong attack to the rack.
Saan nakita mo yung shooting form, Coach Mike? Really silky smooth. Yun yung mga gusto mo i-develop at this stage of your development, as Del Rosario tries a mid-range jumper again, no good.
Well, good close out right there by the big man in the middle for Malabon. That's Jeriel de la Cruz. Very big guy in here, right in the middle.
Franco again, this time driving and scoring.
And, you know, Franco right now giving us a taste of what's in his bag.
Mayuela gustong bumawi.
Good
Counter
steal.
steal. Pagkagalawan. Del Rosario, second serving, mid-range jumper. Wow, that has been really clicking so far para dito kay Justin Del Rosario.
And kanina, he's able to locate guys also that's diving from the opposite side. So, you know, couple that with his perimeter jumpers, this guy could have a really good promise to si Del Rosario.
And a foul whistled against dito sa Rans Mayuela. 12-8 is our tally, approaching the 4-minute mark of the first quarter. Pagkalilawan will check out. Actually, Coach, nakikita ko kanina, binanggit mo Senator Manny Pacquiao in the building. On his left is his lovely wife, of course, Jinky Pacquiao. And sa left ni Jinky Pacquiao, none other than Mr. Opa, Ryan Bang, in the building.
Oh, yes.
Meanwhile, we turn you over to Arlov report, Arlov De Jesus rather, for this report.
Wala raw ito sa talo o panalo, pero ang goal nila is to be the strongest and competitive team. Coach also added that some of his players ay galing sa LaSalle Green Hills. Ken and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Arlov. So far, itong Malabon, they are up by 4 points, 12-8. Malabon, so far, for the most part, Coach Mike, has been really executing well against the full court pressure nitong Quezon City.
Well, the shooting clip is very high. They're shooting 5 out of 7 right now, primarily because of Franco. He's been getting those easy baskets in. They're shooting 71% versus that of only 27 para dito sa QC team.
So tignan natin what Quezon City will try to counter with. But so far, they have been doing a great job getting to the free throw line. As ito si Deiso, pinasok na rin dito ni Coach Justin Tan. 2 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first quarter. For Malabon naman, Coach, nakita natin yung quality ni Sean Franco. So far, top scoring for them. 8 of their 12 points.
That's right. And magandang magkaroon sila ng counter. How do you stop a big guy like that shooting from the outside? As you see here, the executives of Junior MPBL and the wife of Senator Manny.
Binanggit ka natin, Senator Manny, Jinky Pacquiao, Ryan Bang in attendance, as well as MPBL lead executive Joe Ramos. Nanonood din, watching the opening game of the Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Well, technically good set there by Malabon. They just lost that on a turnover. They tried to create a triple gap para maklear yung isang right side of the floor to anyone who wants to penetrate that side.
Coach, pag-usapan natin, ito nagsimula tayo 18 under, meron din tayong 16 under and 14 under divisions. Different sets of players obviously due to age, pero different expectations din coming into this tournament.
Yes, of course. And those are, again, basketball is a game of levels. So you have to be able to advance into the higher levels. And it's not going to be surprising as we see that beautiful pass there by Malabon. It's not going to be surprising that under the 18 and under division, you could actually see guys who are actually playing in the 16 and under. So, you know, that is a possibility.
Pwede yan. Pepito, good setup job earlier. Malabon, for the most part, has been doing a great job in their offense. Lamang sila dito, 14-9, under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter.
Tsaka maganda rin para dito sa mga bata is masanay sila na maglaro on the technical side of the game, being able to make reads and follow schemes na binibigay sa kanila ng kanilang mga coaches.
Pepito kanina, nag-assist. Ngayon naman, pumuntos via that floater. And Malabon opening up a 7-point lead late here in the first quarter. Galindez rejecting the screen, kicks it out. Three-pointer on its way, short. At ito, fast break opportunity for Malabon. I thought he was gonna dunk the ball, but nonetheless, Malabon, another fast break. Pero yun, may foul na tinawag against Fajardo.
Yeah, actually, a 1-2-3 punch ni Coach Froilan Bagyon is actually itong si John Denver Baluyot, si Franco, as well as si Chris D, who's also on the floor right now.
Baluyot actually came off the bench in this ball game.
Right. And you know, kita mo naman yung length ng Baluyot tsaka yung athleticism. Imaginein mo off that finish, either Franco or Chris D pushing that ball in the front court and dishing it off to Baluyot, or either way around, you still have the same finish and the same results.
Carl Galindez now at the free throw line. His team trailing by 9 points with just 63 seconds remaining in the first quarter. As we see here, our crowd enjoying the action. Really, ito coach talagang inabangan ito ng ating mga Filipino fans. Especially mga parents, yung mga bata.
So hindi lang yung mga bata, pati yung mga fans and the supporters are actually looking forward to that opportunity to be in live stream too.
Meanwhile, our first time out here, 18-9 is our score here in the first quarter.
Ligan ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Ligan ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL.
Note 18-9 is our tally. Malabon up by 9 points. Ken Pangilinan with Coach Mike Perez, and Coach Mike, naging dikitan yung first portions ng laban natin, and rightfully so dahil nga first game jitter siguro ng magkabilang kupunan, but Malabon rather, slowly but surely finding their bearings here.
Yep, and they're really shooting much better now on the field, and marami ring mga naging sources, lalo na yung puntos na nanggaling dito kay Franco. Quezon City is actually shooting 3 out of 17, which is very low at 17%. Almost a third of their shots coming from the outside. So katulad nga ng mention mo kanina, mukhang ang focus is yung baril sa labas for the 3-pointers and the perimeters para dito sa QC team.
Actually, all of their field goal makes so far have been from beyond the arc. As turnover, pagkakataon for Quezon City. 41 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Galinde spins at the last second, trying to dish it off, pero turnover again for the Junior Giants. And itong Malabon, requesting forward time. They are up by 8 points, 18-10 with 34 seconds left in the first quarter. Magbabalik po kami.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino.
Back it was here inside a good-sized crowd here at the Phil Oil Eco-Oil Center in San Juan City. Ken, pangalinan pa rin ang inyong lingkod kasama si Coach Mike Perez. And Coach Mike, with 34 seconds remaining, Malabon up 18-10 here. What has been working so far para dito sa Malabon Fisher Mall?
Well, for Malabon Fisher Mall, it's really the sharing of the ball. The four assists that they've had so far really produced them this much points, no. But pag tiningnan mo naman itong Quezon City, half of their points really coming from the points of turnover. They got almost 5 points from there, and now they have 10 points total for the quarter.
Meanwhile, itong Quezon City forcing a turnover. Trying to get a shot there, but Ball will stay with the Junior Giants.
Yeah, yan talaga nagiging strength nitong QC. They're forcing them on turnovers and converting them into points. That time around, another opportunity that could have been their 6 points of turnover, but they too forced that ball outside.
Pinasok na din dito si Rafa Romero, who's got the ball in his hands. Sends it to Silva, trying for the reverse. No. Pagkakataon for Malabon to pad on to their lead. Fajardo banging in and scoring plus a foul.
Wow, and what a strong finish there by Fajardo. Talk about protecting that ball with his body. Once he got up, out in the open floor, sized up that defense, banged and hanged before making that attempt.
Fajardo with a chance to increase their lead. This is their first double-digit lead so far para dito sa Malabon. Unable to convert on that free-point play, but nonetheless, 20-10 ang ating score. Pagkakataon for Quezon City to cut the lead, but Malabon, as time winds down here, enjoying a 10-point lead at the end of the first quarter, 20-10. And Malabon Fisher Mall showing its height, showing its might, and really doing a great job here in the opening quarter. Second quarter in just a bit when we return only here on the Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to.
Shout out yung sponsors daw.
Us here as we end the first quarter with Malabon up 20-10 here. Coach Mike Perez, Ken Pangilinan, kasama nyo ngayon in our opening game between Quezon City 828 Junior Giants taking on the Malabon Fisher Mall. And Coach Mike, so far Malabon using their height to their advantage.
Yeah, and definitely makita mo at least tapos na yung first quarter. Siguro wala na yung kaba nitong mga batang to having to start the very first junior MPBL game. But ang makikita natin dito so far is Malabon is really getting their points through assists. No? Sharing that ball, able to convert from them. They actually have 5 assists already in this game leading up to those conversions. Samantalang ito namang QC, they're using their defense and forcing turnovers to score out of it.
Anyway, we'd like to thank Viver Hotel Resorts, Auto Asia, Doride, our official ball, The Chosen One, and Atlantis 88. And Quezon City, staying true to their mantra, hoisting up 3-pointers here and another 3-pointer para sa kanila to open the second quarter.
Samantala, ito namang Malabon really very forceful on their open attacks in the open floor.
Baluyot hands it off. Maravilla on the right flank. Kicks it to T for free. No good. Mayuela directing traffic. Sends it to the right corner. They are trailing by 9 points. Santi Romero goes to Rans. Cross court. Good ball movement so far. Free-pointer is in and out para dito kay Aza Atienza.
Yeah, and that's really the only shot that they'll be able to take. That zone of Malabon has really, prevented any dribble penetrations inside, any attack, any kickouts. and that they're really forcing the ball to just move on the perimeter. So with the shot clock winding down, all you have to do is hoist it from the outside. They have to be able to make better decisions on the half court. As we see another turnover here na nag-score ang Quezon City, dyan talaga nagiging source ng kanilang mga points, Ken.
They're trying to cut down at this lead. Biggest lead so far was 10 points. Romero sends it to Muyuela. Under 8 minutes remaining here in the second quarter. Muyuela drives baseline. And turnovers really hounding itong Quezon City so far.
That time around, yung Malabon Fisher Mall actually switched to man defense after doing zone earlier. Well, regardless, they still couldn't make any conversions, and that's really going to be something that Coach Justin will need to address for his team.
22-15, Sean Franco sets it up to Baluyot for the easy deuce. First, gusto namin batiin ang aming major sponsor, Atlantis 88, Sir Kenji and Sir Yuji watching our live stream as Romero 4-3, no. Malabon with a 9-point lead as Muyuela whistled for his second foul.
Looks like Quezon City is really, going to live and die with that three-point shot. I mean, how much more will you take those shots from the outside, considering you only converted 1 out of 7, and you're primarily getting your points from points of turnovers.
Under 7 minutes remaining as Franco, Baluyot in the left corner. 16 seconds left sa kanilang shot clock. D cuts in. Trying to look for her friend. Goes to Baluyot once again. Spins. Fadeaway jumper. No good. Atienza with the board.
Yan yung mga bagay na matututunan nitong mga bata to. How to clear up space when you see your teammate attacking that area too.
Lumbo drawing a foul there. He will go back to the line for 2 free throws.
Actually, alam mo, no surprises pagdating sa rebounds Maganda yung rebounding ng Quezon City. They're up, but they're +2 on rebounds versus dito kay Malabon. Well, part of it is because Malabon's been converting really well. So not much sense for them to get any rebounds that much.
And Quezon City so far struggling from the free throw line. 4 out of 11. Kaya naman naghahabol sila dito by 9. Make that 8 as Lumbo converts on the second free throw. For Quezon City, Coach Mike, what do you have to do to come back? Although maaga pa naman ito, 6 minutes, 31 seconds left in the quarter number 2.
Well, primarily, you have to continue what you're doing good, which is play defense and convert that into points out in the open floor. Kasi feeling ko, pag nakaset up yung defense ng Malabon, nahihirapan sila mag-execute. So, katulad nga sinasabi natin, they're forced to shoot it from the outside.
Man,
as you see another assist here.
Sean Franco once again doing a great setup job for his bigs. 26-16, Malabon enjoying their biggest lead so far again as Atienza. Same spot, same result, a miss.
Nakikita mo napakasipag ng depensa nitong Malabon. That time, naiwan na yung corner 3 na yun, pero humabol pa rin yung defense to challenge that shot.
Rodanyo raising and making that basket.
And again, we may sound like a broken record, but that's really where they're getting their points via turnovers. And you consider missed shots as turnover as they push that rock. How about that strong finish with a little body English on that attempt?
Eric Cordaño putting on the Jets. And ito may pagkakataon siya for a 3-point play here. 5 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Quezon City trailing by 8 points. Franco being hounded by a pressure defense nitong Quezon City. Drives middle. Pulls up at the last second. Dropping it in pero hindi na-convert doon. Rodanyo once again!
4 straight points out of turnovers, missed shots, converting it on the other end nang hindi nakaset up yung depensa ng Malabon. Yun ang nagiging point of attack nitong QC.
Franco, the left corner being hounded by a double team at tuluyan na naagaw dito. Romero with the steal.
A good trap in the corner there for Franco. Now they have to be able to convert.
Easy call, traveling against the ISO.
Even that is unforced turnover. Wala naman masyadong depensa, no? And so, I guess Coach Justin is really gonna be seeing a lot of teaching points para dito sa mga batang ito come the half.
But still, if you're Quezon City, you trailed by as much as 10 points.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is only a 6-point lead. Just past the halfway point of the second quarter.
And there you go again, another turnover that's forced by QC. Yeah, they forced this turnover, no? Tama naman, you were saying turnovers 2 points. But yung turnovers na nako-convert kasi nila, it's actually live turnovers eh. So yung defense hindi naka-set up when they attack. Unlike this one, it's a end line inbound, so naka-set up yung depensa ng Malabon. And now as they cross half court, they have to contend with that defense too.
Muyuela directing traffic, uses a screen, pulls up from beyond the arc, and draws a foul. That's a big no-no from Manansala.
Well, how about the presence of mind of Muyuela? You know that he was going to take that shot from 3, but he waited for that defense to actually go under that screen before he took it.
Rance Muyuela, a chance for him to get his rhythm. So far, medyo nagsastruggle pa, Coach Mike. First free throw is good.
Pero minsan talaga may mga ganyan. Dumadaan ka muna sa struggle bago mo makuha yung mga kailangan mo sa buhay.
Malalim na hugot
Malalim
yan,
na
Coach.
hugot.
But ito, Rance Muyuela, medyo abomination so far. Dahil nga itong QC is so far struggling from the free throw line. But Rance Muyuela making his first 2 shots.
Tsaka to your point, Ken, if I'm Coach Justin, medyo I'm a little bit more parang okay with the results of the second quarter kasi ngayon bumababa na yung lead, 3 na lang. And you're down by as much as 10, which really was a slow start for QC.
So alam mo, signature ni Coach Justin Tan yan eh, yung choking full court pressure. Has been handling yung LaSalle Green Hills program, I think since 2014, if I'm not mistaken.
Of course, when you talk about LaSalle, press is always going to be one of the items that you get to discuss.
Mapa-Taft, mapa-Green Hills, talagang staple na kanilang DNA yan as Franco misses on that free. Muyuela sends it to Del Rosario, just a little too much. So ito 7-0 run for Quezon City.
Well, that turnover was really forced by De La Cruz. Him running on top of the rim run of that big man Del Rosario in the middle. And so medyo kailangan taasan ng konti yung pasa.
Coach Florilan Bagyon trying to rally his troops. Medyo matagal na sila hindi nakascore dito, Coach Mike.
And primarily because of this defense. Again, that's another defensive stop forcing them into a jump. But that possession will remain with Malabon.
14 seconds remaining sa kanilang shot clock. Malabon enjoying a 3-point lead. John Franco so far good as advertised, Coach.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel that we're seeing just a glimpse of what we saw in the mock games. There's more upside to this Franco player. And, it's only a matter of time before someone discovers this kid.
Manansala for 3. That's good.
Tried to challenge it pero medyo matangkad rin kasi si Manansala. So, very comfortably taking that shot from outside. Dito na nagkakaproblema talaga ang QC sa half-court set.
Let's see if they could execute here.
Good backdoor.
Romero. He will take the free from the right flank. No good. With the running start is Saad. Challenging ito si Cordaño. A freeway here for Romero. He goes all the way for the fast break layup. Rafa Romero cutting the lead down to 4 points. Manansala stretching, but hitting nothing but air on that trip.
Ito naman, dumipensa naman on that end si Del Rosario. And so, I'd say momentum really is more on QC now than it is Malabon. Those choking defense 3/4 of the way and at half court really making it difficult for Malabon to even set up.
Approaching the 2-minute mark of the first half as Muyuela bricks that floater. Saad pushing the pace, trying to send it to his teammate. A cutting Franco,
Oh,
nice
wow.
dish inside.
first and foremost, that was a good stop by Del Rosario trying to close out. But that pass to Franco and that extra finish, boy.
Pagalilawan, meanwhile, with a mid-range J.
I think isa yun sa mga rare opportunities na nakapag-score in a half-court set itong QC, Ken.
31-27, 97 seconds remaining. Kick out pass, Manansala, no. Saad challenging the defense and draws a foul from Pagalilawan.
The coaches would always tell you, if it's a long shot from the outside, if it's a three, that's guard rebounding, which is exactly what happened in that play para dito sa Malabon. Saad was able to locate that missed shot and got there before Romero could get to it.
Saad now at the line for 2 shots. 1 minute and 19 seconds left, and what has been a frantic-paced game here in our opening game. Una pa lang po to, Coach Mike.
Yeah.
Later on, we have the 16 and 14 under squads itong Quezon City and Malabon squaring off. So far.
Yeah, and make no mistake about it, Ken, much as we talk about these young players being able to showcase their talent, it's also an opportunity for the coaches of these players to be able to show what they're teaching them and, be developing these guys into the player that they want to be.
Galindez, that pass intercepted by Franco. Off to the races, pumping and scoring. Was a foul.
What else can this guy not do? He defends, he passes, takes shots from the outside, runs that open floor. As you see in there, little Hesse moves to the middle, gets that contact, finishes with that floater.
Galindez virtually had no chance, Coach Mike.
Exactly. Ang laki na ni Franco. May floater pa siya. And if you're a small guy, that's going to be, I guess, a rough challenge for you defensively.
And now he has a chance to add on to that lead. Sean Franco so far with 10 points. Missing on that 3-point play opportunity. But nonetheless, Malabon with a 7-point lead. Fast break opportunity muffed there by Quezon City, but they recover the ball as Del Rosario banking in that deuce.
That really has been their bread and butter. Turnover, turn it into points.
40 seconds remaining in the first half. Saad, back to Talab. Saad gets the ball back. On the right corner, Ruiz sidesteps, challenging the defense. And Quezon City, chance for the last shot here. Virtually a less than a second shot clock, game clock difference. Muyuela penetrating and draws a foul. Although hindi pa penalty dito, itong Malabon.
Pero kita mo yung handles ng Muyuela, no? One-on-one, up top, able to get that defender to the dance, and he got fouled on the way.
Timeout requested here by Quezon City. 34-29 in favor of Malabon. We'll be right back.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to.
Back it was here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City for the opening game ng ating Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Malabon with a 5-point lead, but Quezon City pagkakataon to end this on a high note in the first half. Muyuelan, 8 seconds remaining.
Check.
Using the Pagalilawan pick. Oh, Pagalilawan at the last second, dishing it off to Del Rosario. As time expires here in the first half, Malabon enjoyed their biggest lead by as much as 10 points, but magbabound sila dito ng 3 puntos sa alamangan, 34-31 at the half. Halftime analysis in just a bit. Don't go away, only here on the Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior.
We are here at the Phil Oil Leg Oil. And
Hello,
beside
hello.
me is 828 Quezon City Junior Giants consultant, Sir Franco Atienza. Coach, sa balitaan po namin na assistant coach po kayo ng PBA with experienced coaching staff. Ano po yung advice na
Hello.
lagi yung sinasabi sa mga players?
Yeah, thank you, Arla. No? Thank you for this opportunity kay Senator Manny for having this event. Now, actually, malaking bagay ito dito sa mga bata since they have the avenue para i-showcase kung ano yung mga God-given talent nila. Now, it's always simple. You go back to the fundamentals. Of course, you learn the game the right way, you play the game the right way, and you work hard for whatever it is that you want, and you will never go wrong.
Yes, I agree, Coach. May gusto po ba kayong batiin at pasalamatan?
Dun sa mga fans ng MPBL, Junior MPBL, of course, yung QC Giants, and sa family, sa fans who are seated right there, please always support MPBL, Junior MPBL, and QC Giants.
And that's it for our halftime interview. Magbabalik po ang Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL 18 Under.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino.
We have here Assistant Coach, Coach Anthony Urbano. Maraming salamat po for being here. At congratulations, Coach. Nabalitaan po namin na yung key players niyo po ay hindi po kumpleto ngayon. Makaka-apekto po ba yon sa performance ng team?
Actually talaga makaka-apekto yun kasi yung tugay namin na yung core namin sa team medyo hindi sulit yung namin yung core ng team. Pero tinatrabaho naman namin yung lahat na pwedeng gawin ng team.
Yes, sa taasan po namin yan, Coach. May gusto po ba kayong batiin at pasalamatan?
Gusto ko lang magpasalamat sa Malabon Pressure Mall, sa lahat ng sumusuporta ng Malabon Pressure Mall team. Thank you very much sa mga parents. Salamat sa inyo lahat.
Thank you, Coach. And that's it for our halftime interview. Magbabalik po ang Junior MPBL.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Yeah, ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na.
Back with us here as itong Malabon up 34-31 at the half. Ken Pangilinan, Coach Mike Perez here. Coach Mike, itong Malabon went up by as much as 10 points here, but Quezon City slowly but surely finding their rhythm late here in the second quarter.
Yep, and yung strong start na yun really is predicated on Franco who's been dishing as we see that beautiful pass inside to the big guy De La Cruz. Samantalang ito namang QC, they're really scoring more on turnovers and missed attempts by Malabon, making them pay, pushing that ball in the front court kasi medyo challenge sila pagdating sa offensive sets nila na nakaset up yung depensa nitong Malabon. And so, tightening up that defense and converting that turnover into turnover points really brought them back into this game.
Ito si Eric Cordaño and Rafa Romero really going for those fast break layups. Samantala naman for Malabon, Sean Franco has been doing a splendid job setting up his teammates. Pagkalilawan also had his moments, had that mid-range jumper as we saw there. Sean Franco, good as advertised so far, Coach
Right,
Mike.
right. Taking contacts, able to finish, stay steady, got really good probing capabilities. Nakikita niya eh, even yung biglang movement, biglang cut going backdoor. And the more important thing there, I guess, is very unselfish, no? I mean, pwede ko nang i-score to, ako nang atake, pero pag nakita siyang libre, he passes to the guy that's least guarded, which is really basic basketball. And kudos to that to Coach Froilan Bagyon for enabling that perspective on his players.
Rafa Romero, also instrumental in the cause nitong QC. At nakikita natin ito, Sean Franco, dishing, scoring, rebounding for his squad. And you saw here the setup job he has been doing para sa kanyang bigs inside De La Cruz with the easy goal there. Ito naman din, Eric Cordaño, 4 of his points all in the second quarter via those daredevil drives. But ito, Coach Mike, tanongin kita with Quezon City and Coach Justin Tan, what do you have to do to turn the tide here in the second half?
Well, continue tightening that defense kasi dyan lang gagaling yung mga puntos natin. And then, make better conversions from the outside. You're getting your free shots from the perimeter, but you have to convert it. No? I always tell in all my broadcasts that, not all takers are makers. So you want to pass it to someone who's got that hot hand to make those shots from the outside. You got to make those threes that's given you unchallenged by Malabon.
For Quezon City, 8-8 Junior Giants. Justin Del Rosario leading that team in scoring with 9 points. Samantala naman for Malabon, the lone player in double figures, ito si Sean Franco with 10 points. Samahan mo pa ng 4 assists as we have our good-sized crowd here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City. Unang game pa lang to, Coach Mike. Mamaya, 2 more games in store. The 16 under and 14 under squads will also see action dito sa ating Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
And much as you mentioned already, Ken, na maraming nanonood dito sa ating Phil Oil, Eco Oil Flying V Center here in San Juan. Medyo marami rin nanonood sa atin sa live stream ngayon, no? And some of them are Coach Chris King de la Cruz. Happy viewing, Coach Chris. And si Coach JV Luna also is watching. And your friend Jason Romantico, Jason, is watching. How are you guys? And to everyone else, to our friends from Quezon City and Malabon. Boy, a lot of requests for shout-outs here. We're going to try our very best to get to them. But meantime, you keep coming and sharing the game of the Junior MPBL. And keep watching.
Third quarter on the way. Quezon City with the first possession of the second half. Romero being guarded here. Good passing inside as ito si Lumbo trying to carve out space. And bola mapupunta
Out of
sa
bounds. Ball
So far,
possession
itong si
goes.
Del Rosario really impressing a lot na he can find guys inside. Yung interior passing nitong si Romero rather. Del Rosario is really good for the QC team.
Austria goes to Ruiz. D hands it off. 11 seconds ang ila shot clock. Manansala, good dish inside to D. Ruiz. Second opportunity for Malabon.
Kita mo to, sobrang tight ng defense ng QC.
And Justin Del Rosario with a turnover. Just a 3-point lead para dito sa Malabon, 34-31.
And much as we harp about that really good defensive stance nitong QC, at the end of a defense, you always want to end it with a rebound para makatakbo ka sa kabila. If you just keep giving up offensive rebounds, sayang yung defense nyo. So really, that has to end with a rebound.
Paluyot. Double pumping that shot. Romero pushing the pace. Gives it to Atienza. Pagkakataon for QC to tie or cut the lead. Del Rosario posting up and intercepted there. Ruiz goes to Baluyot. So ito Sean Franco opening up the third quarter on the bench. Lumbo with the board. Forward pass. Atienza unable to retrieve it. Maravilla. Wow, great change of direction and the basket.
Oh, ganda ng move na yun ni Manansala. Manansala. That was Manansala who created that move. Here in and out. Ganda yun, okay?
Oo. 36-31. Moyuela has been struggling so far. Atienza with the offensive rebound. Pulls off from mid-range. No. Del Rosario carving out space. Gets the ball. Talagang pinilit. Lumbo trying go for the loose ball. Nakakuha ni Ruiz. Malabon. Good inside pass to Baluyot.
And clearly, assist talaga ang pinanggagalingan ng puntos nitong Malabon. Very unselfish players. Interior passing or kickouts, they just want to find the open man.
Romero tries to bank it in. No. Lumbo, second serving is good.
Isa na yun sa mga very few times na nakakuha sila ng offensive rebound at nakakonvert nila eh.
First 2 points itong Quezon City in the third quarter. Under 7 minutes remaining. in quarter number 3. Baluyot gets whacked there by Rafa Romero.
Well, again, rebounding is going to be something that I'm sure Coach Justin is going to remind his players. That time around, they already should have had that rebound. But they allowed the Malabon to come up with that offensive board. But look at this finish here by Lumbo.
Pepito and Sean Franco will check in para dito kay Coach Froilan Bagyon and Malabon. 38-33. Malabon still up by 5 points. Franco being tightly guarded by Cordaño. Wow. Slips. Sinugod yung depensa and he will go to the line.
Oy, this guy Franco is showing us big boy moves here. Once he saw that defense go down, instinctively in-attack niya kagad, eh, no? And yung help side defense, knowing that Franco is deadly, got baited into that foul.
Really good height for a guard.
Yeah.
Probably 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah, I think so too.
Five-point lead. Actually, that's a 6-point lead now para dito sa Malabon as Seth Franco splitting his charities. Moyuela being tightly guarded by John D. Using that Lumbo screen as Lumbo slips, but Sean Franco with the denial. Moyuela, 10 seconds, a shot clock nitong Quezon City. Pagalilawan, draws contact, no foul given. 4 seconds remaining sa shot clock ng mga nakaputi.
Ang laki rin ang pinagbago ng interior passing ng QC compared to the first half, ano. So they really just to make conversions out of it.
Sa tandaan natin, yung first 8 minutes ng ating first 3 quarters will be running time. So kaya mabilis yung pace ng game natin.
Yeah.
Shot clock violation, whistled against Quezon City.
Yeah, and on that replay, you saw that two-man game with, I think that was Lumbo and Romero. Romero just really using that screen, and the good part is that pinatama ni Lumbo yung screen kaya na-free up si Romero on that pocket pass.
Manansala pulls up. Baluyot.
Oh,
wow, that reach. Using it to his advantage. Ito si Baluyot.
This could quite possibly be the strongest 5 here of Malabon on the floor right now.
Let's see how Quezon City will deal with that lineup. Meanwhile, spin para dito kay Aza Atienza.
Chance, not an easy basket there for the guy. Had to create and fabricate that shot. But the good thing he was able to finish.
Manansala, wow, the banker.
Kita mo sa release nitong Manansala, talagang natural shooter. You know? The way he elevates and releases that shot, the arc to it too.
Cordaño using his left hand. Baluyot with a big boy rebound. Forward pass, intercepted, and ultimately, we will change possessions here.
And I guess yan rin yung na-notice ko. That's the difference between the bigs of QC versus that of Malabon. Malabon, when they rebound, the bigs can actually push the ball down. Unlike ang QC, they have to wait for Romero to come up and set the table in the open floor. Pero maganda naman doon, yung bigs ng QC is able to make outlet passes so that when their guards run in the front court.
Romero. Hands it off to Eric Cordaño. Atienza. Moyuela takes that free. It's good. Oh, that's a long 2. Galing dito kay Rans Moyuela.
So that's just a long 2 for Moyuela. That's only the second three-pointer made by QC in this game.
Meanwhile, Aza Atienza barreling through the defense and getting that score.
They are right now 2 out of 13 from 3, speaking of itong QC.
43-40. Manansala takes that three-pointer. No good. And an unsportsmanlike foul whistle there. But meanwhile, maibalita muna tayo kay Arlov De Jesus. Arlov?
The Malabon Fishermall proves to us once again na kaya at kakayanan nila kahit kulang sila ng players. Ang 8-8 QC Junior Giants ay talagang babawi ngayong second half. Ang paalala ni Coach Justin na lagi makinig sa mga paalala. Kaya naman nasahan natin na both teams ay magiging magandang match na to. Back to you, Ken and Coach Mike.
Thank you, Arlov. Meanwhile, Aza Atienza down on the floor.
Yeah, he had that elbow to the, I guess, the right side of his neck as Franco tried to swing it. I'm going to wait for the official's decision here.
Let's see the replay here, Coach Mike.
I see that battle. Oh, that's a little bit. Maybe we could backtrack some more.
Medyo yung tail end na yun nakita
Yeah.
natin dito eh. Although nakita natin yung swing
Yung
doon
swing,
ni
yeah.
Franco.
Yeah, clearly that was a swing.
So, referee sorting things out here. What I believe is a technical foul kontra dito sa Quezon City, improper bench decorum, and an unsportsmanlike foul against Sean Franco.
Jersey number 38, Sean Franco, for excessive hard contact and technical foul for the bench of the Quezon City Junior Giants for improper bench decorum.
So we heard our game announcer hand out the verdict. What do you think, Coach Mike?
Well, I think that unsportsmanlike foul was really something that warranted that call. I didn't know about what resulted in that bench decorum call, though.
And alam mo, sayang, Coach, if you're Sean Franco, you've been having a splendid
Right.
game so far.
Right.
Pero ang mahirap kasi dyan, humahabol lang Quezon City. They're only down by 3 points.
Yeah, and these young hoopers that we have here in junior Manny Pacquiao's junior MPBL, these are lessons that they will learn eventually. You have momentum. You're playing really well. You're the leading scorer of your team. You got to be able to protect that value especially for a game like this. Na kanina lamang na lamang kayo, biglang binalikan lang kayo eh.
Aza Atienza, hence will go to the line. 2 free throws, plus ball possession para dito sa Quezon City, who is now only trailing by a point. 43-42, 3 minutes and 9 seconds left in the third quarter. So, pagkakataon for QC to take the lead on this possession. Rafa Romero, crossover. Rejects the screen. Backdoor. Wow! Muyuela almost, but he will head to the line.
Wow, really good decision there by Muyuela, was it? The one who cut backdoor, right? Yeah, that was Muyuela who cut backdoor.
I love the patience. Ito si Rafa Romero.
Yeah. Well, two things that really happened there. First, Romero rejected the screen. I've always mentioned this too, that coaches would always tell you as much as possible, you reject ball screens.
And I think we're having trouble again with our game clock. So, timeout muna tayo. Magbabalik po kami. Lamang po ang Malabon. 43-42 in the third quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino, liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to, liga ng bayan na to.
Back with us here as Rans Muyuela a chance to give Quezon City the lead back with 2 minutes and 58 seconds left in the third quarter. Tinabla na niya ang ating labanan dito, 43 all.
So far, QC after training the very first quarter have been really, making good strides, especially at the start of the second quarter where they scored 21 versus that of only 14 for Malabon. And right now, they're 2 point plus 2 production here in the third quarter versus Malabon.
And Quezon City with the momentum. Muyuela attacks. No good. If you're Muyuela, coach, you've been struggling so far, pero you like yung aggressiveness niya, nandun pa din.
Yeah, yung attack mentality nandun pa rin. Tsaka ang ganda ng finish niya doon, yung jump stop against the bigger guys.
And now he tries to take that shot. No, Saad, bumitbit. Mintes. Malabon still has possession. Baluyot. Banking it in. And Malabon again with the steal. Maravilla. Approaching the 2-minute mark of quarter number 3. Baluyot posting up against Atienza. 9 seconds remaining sa kanila shot clock. Long three-pointer on its way. It's good!
Walang isip-isip yun. Nirelease lang kagad. Kita niya, layo ng distansya, no?
48-44. Malabon, 5-0 run after QC went on to a 1-point lead. Saad grabs the loose ball there. Maravilla, bounce pass, Baluyot. Maravilla with the offensive board. Battle for the loose ball. Won there by Pagalilawan. Cordaño off to the races.
Ooh. Much as we've been talking about the speed and the attack of itong Muyuela and Cordaño, you gotta give credit to Del Rosario as well. Controlling that board underneath. Hindi madali yan. The leapers and the length of Malabon for you to be able to contend with them. Napakaganda ng ginagawa nito si Del Rosario.
Pepito again with a three-pointer. AJ Pepito. As Atienza, tinignan pa yung kalaban, Coach Mike.
And, as a young player, you want that in your guys na kahit na ganung mahirap na situation, lumalaban pa rin. Here's another 3 again.
Woo! Look at that! Third three-pointer in the third quarter para dito kay AJ Pepito. As ito si Eric Cordaño whistled for a traveling violation. Wow, AJ Pepito waxing hot here in the third quarter, Coach Mike.
Well, AJ Pepito only had 2 points before he hit those 3 threes, and right now he's the second leading scorer for their team with 11 points. But the range by which he takes it walang dribble, immediately hoisting it up, not waiting for that defense to come and challenge him. Look at this one. Just catch and shoot. Stays with that follow through, got good release and height to that shot too.
Quezon City, tandaan natin, they trailed by as much as 10 points. Took the lead briefly here in the third quarter, but nakabawi agad tong Malabon because of AJ Pepito. 54-58, another 3 on its way. No. Rebound by Malabon. And a foul against Quezon City. That's only their third team foul, so sideline inbound tayo. Actually, baseline inbound here. And last shot time na for the Malabon Fisher Mall.
Na importante makadepensa dito ang QC. You want to end quarter strong. And if you have to end it on the defensive side, then so be it.
Saad goes to Ruiz. Maravilla open. Manansala 4-3. It's good. Romero, floater. No good. Lumbo. 1 second left. And Quezon City still has 0.9 seconds to get a bucket here. But another three-pointer galing dito sa Malabon.
Yeah, I mean, you see that misdirection on that back pick and that pin down eventually ending up on that 3 on the wing.
So timeout muna tayo dito with 0.9 seconds left in the third quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang
Back with us here with 0.9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Labang dito ang Malabon, 57-48. And Coach Mike, baseline inbounds para dito sa Quezon City. Who will they go to here on this last possession?
Most probably it's either Muyuela or Romero if they want to hoist it from the outside. But you should be aware of where the Rosario would be.
Trying for that lob pass. Good play. But nonetheless, Quezon City, lumang sila briefly late in the third quarter, but Malabon countering with a barrage of three-pointers. Kaya naman, lamang sila dito at the end of the third quarter, 57-48. Magbabalik po kami.
liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo.
Back with us here as we take a look at some of the highlights here in what has been an eventful third quarter, Coach Mike.
We'll just call that the Pepito quarter. Well, no, I think there was a good run also by QC at the start of the third quarter until that wayward elbow thrown there and that call on Franco. But they ended that quarter strong, speaking of Malabon, with that misdirected three on that baseline out of bounds. But this guy really has been the story of the third quarter, scoring only 2 points prior to that quarter, coming up with 3 3-pointers. Now the second leading scorer, Pepito, of course, from Malabon.
Actually, itong Quezon City did a great job in shackling ito si Sean Franco, who had 10 points in the first half.
Right.
But binanggit mo nga, AJ Pepito was really on fire in that third. But good news for Quezon City, we still have the fourth quarter here. De La Cruz being bothered by a double team. Kicks it out. Manansala, no good. Del Rosario with a board.
Grabe depensa ng QC.
Cordaño, sidestep beauty.
And they will need more of that strong finish from Cordaño. I mean, you have to end your defense with a basket. Another steal here.
Cordaño again. This time, natapikan doon ni Manansala. Nandiyan na rin. Going all the way. Atienza gets the loose ball. Cordaño. Wow, almost but no good. Fajardo. Mabilisan ang palitan dito, Coach. As Manansala, 4-3. That's short. Franco, mid-range jumper. Off the mark. And ultimately, matatawagan ng foul dito si Sean Franco.
Well, again, nakita mo na naman yung Del Rosario. This guy's really got high IQ defensively for a big man. Nakita niya tumira si Franco, mid-range, hindi niya na-challenge. What does he do? He turns his back and boxes him out. Because if he didn't, then that would have been an offensive rebound for Franco and another attempt. Who knows what that could end up. So yung mga guys dyan, you're playing bigs, take a look at how this guy, Del Rosario, has been playing for QC.
Rafa Romero goes to Rans Muyuela. Cross court. Cordaño crossover. Natapikan bagya doon ni Franco. And that mid-range jumper has been working so far para dito kay Justin Del Rosario.
And Del Rosario so far has got, what, 11 points and 8 rebounds. Wouldn't be surprised if he ends up with a double-double now, Ken.
Double-double alert para dito kay Justin Del Rosario. Still 8 minutes and 20 seconds left in quarter number 4. So far, scoreless itong Malabon in the fourth.
And itong QC naman is what? 2 out of 5 attempts to start the quarter. And 4 of those attempts coming from this guy, Cardaño.
Moyuela from the right flank, cross court. Romero, pasa kay Del Rosario. Back to Rafa, he takes that free. Breaks it. Fajardo with a running start.
Good stop on that open play.
Franco, three-pointer on its way, no. Moyuela, fast break opportunity. Wow, really challenging ang depensa nito si Maravilla.
Yeah, twice na natin nakita yung ganong move galing doon kay Moyuela. And so he knows what he's getting into. Once he sees that man, he anticipates that contact, try to do a jump stop.
Moyuela so far 9 points. Struggling from the field, 1 out of 7, but he has been doing a great job going to the free throw line,
Right.
6 out of 7 so far.
Right. Tsaka gusto mo yung tapang nitong batang to si Moyuela. I mean, a lesser guy would have stopped shooting and would have stopped playing considering yung shooting percentage niya. But this guy keeps battling and bringing it on to Malabon.
You know, that's a mark of a great player. Even though you're struggling from the
Right.
field, you're able to get to the free throw line, go get those free shots. And now he has 8 out of 9 from the free throw line. That's 88%.
Tsaka he's got that mentality na the game is 40 minutes long, and each and every minute is an opportunity to be able to contribute.
6-0 start para dito sa Quezon City. Agad namang tinapos doon ni Baluyot. First 2 points para sa Malabon in this quarter. Romero takes another 3.
Oh, look at Del Rosario again making another possession happen here for QC.
Moyuela, back to Rafa. Cordaño. And that pass sails out of bounds.
Yeah, Cordaño was committed in the air already. Yun ang mahirap pag once you do a 1-2 step and you jump. You practically have X number of seconds to stay in the air and make a decision. That's why we always tell our young players to have that jump stop or stride stop to give you that patient pivot so you can decide further.
Uy, ang gandang dukot naman doon. Galing doon kay Baluyot.
4 straight points na yan kay Baluyot, no?
And he's the high point man so far for Malabon as
Oh,
Moyuela dialing up from downtown.
Talk about guts and grit.
Moyuela, we've mentioned how he has been struggling from the field so far. Pepito trying to counter that, no good. And ito naman si Maravilla. Gandang bawi. Pierre Maravilla.
Yeah, so far, Ken, if you look at the last 2 plays that involved Maravilla at itong si Del Rosario, it would seem that Maravilla has the number of Del Rosario, able to get that stop on the other end. Ito naman, able to get that offensive rebound for this bonus charity opportunity. One of the very few times that you see Del Rosario missing out on the defensive coverage, especially on the glass.
Oh, that's an air ball from the free throw line. But nonetheless, good job so far para dito kay Maravilla. 63-57. Malabon still up by 6. 6 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. Moyuela again hoisting a free. This time front rims it. Franco goes to Fajardo. Sean Franco has been silent so far in the second half. Here he is. Driving middle. And you really see the defense really keying on Sean Franco. Cordaño. Wow! Driving through contact and getting that foul and the bucket.
Other coaches would have said that there's a better way to finish, but with his body strength, he was able to change balls with his left hand and finish it.
Alam mo si Eric Cordaño, most of his points, ganyan na ganyan.
Yeah.
Puro fast break, kamikaze drives.
Mahilig siya sa 1-2 foots na tira and attack. So eventually, if he learns that 1-2 stride stop, it will even give him better control inside the shaded area.
But in the lead down to 4 points, 63-59. Under 6 minutes remaining in our fourth quarter. Franco. Gusto Maravilla called for steps.
Yeah, that's a travel. You come from a jump stop, you can't do 1-2 step after that. And so far, this is just a 4-point game, Ken. Unlike how we started, they were up 10. And now an opportunity for QC to trim down a little bit further.
And mukhang may tawag dito ang ating referees.
Jersey number 8 for improper wearing of uniform.
Yeah, that's how strict this is gonna be.
So itong si Rans Moyuela,
Yeah,
yung tinawagan
yeah.
doon, technical foul.
Yeah, that was a violation of the...
Uniform protocol.
Yeah.
Pepito, unable to knock down that technical free throw.
In other words, at any point in the game, you're supposed to keep your shorts and your jersey where it's supposed to be.
Baka naman nainitan lang ng bahagya, coach. But alam mo naman, rules are rules.
Right, yeah.
And alam mo, setting the tone
Right.
here in the opening game.
And that gives credit to the officials of Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL League, you know, really showing these kids also and teaching them about the rules of the game of basketball.
Pagalilawan with a putback.
Good offensive rebound and the presence of mind to just put it back up. One guy that's really been silent, Ken, is tong si Chris D.
Oo.
Remember, he's one of the top players that was mentioned by Coach Froilan Bagyon.
Franco for 3. He has really been stymied here
Right.
in the second half.
After nung elbow call, no, kanina.
10 points siya nung first half, coach, but so far,
Right.
only 1 point here in the third and fourth quarter. Baluyot, forward pass. Franco being guarded by Romero. Just past the halfway point of the fourth quarter. Pepito, rebounded by the defense. Jump ball.
Alam na alam mo talagang designated shooter yung Pepito. On the other wing, you have Franco really trying to find where Pepito is. And once he saw that defense move just a little bit, pinasa na niya kaagad eh.
63-61, Malabon. Just a 2-point lead. Moyuela already has 14 points, being guarded by John D. Open for free. Uy, umawa pa.
2 out of 3 na siya doon, Ken.
Second free for Rans Moyuela.
More importantly, they get the lead.
17 points. Sean Franco kicks it out. Austria tries to answer back. No good. Baluyot with a board. In and out on that jumper.
That's gonna be a foul, I guess, on Chris D, who really's been absent in this game. Contrary to how he played in the mock games, where he was really that vital piece for Coach Froilan Bagyon.
And Quezon City now in the driver's seat, approaching the 4-minute mark and the fourth quarter. Moyuela again, free for free. Mac rims that one. John D with the retrieval. Good forward pass. And Manansala draws contact.
Kanina yung mga attack na ganon, matik yun, basket kanina in the start ng first quarter. I guess QC's doing a better job of challenging those shots. And so every time na may mag-a-attempt sa kanila ng ganong kalapit, medyo napapaisip sa pagtira nila.
Short on that first free throw. Itong si Aaron Manansala. But coach, ganda ng bawi dito. Rans Moyuela, who only had 4 points in the first half, now has 17. 13 coming here in the second half. Cordaño directing traffic. His team up by a point, 65-64.
Tsaka importante doon yung grit no? Yung, tuloy pa rin kahit na nagmimintis.
Rans Muyuela. 8 seconds. Silas shot clock drives. Uy!
Nice
Nalibre
pass.
dun, but sorry
Ooh.
miss kay Deiso. But he gets the ball back. But unable to convert. Chance here for Malabon to retake the lead. Manansala, jumper is pure.
Well, that's the problem. You have to recognize shooters. Every time they're one pass away, you have to be able to close out immediately and to challenge their shot.
Timeout muna tayo. Lamang ang Malabon, 66-55 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na subok. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na
Fourth, second half, Coach Mike. Quezon City, after trailing by as much as 10 points, they are now just down by a point, 66-65.
Yeah, and that's really the best word that could describe this game. Back and forth. First punch thrown by Malabon, but Quezon City just keeps punching back. And sumasagot rin itong Malabon.
3 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Looks like a technical foul against Coach Justin Tan, who's obviously not pleased with the call.
And so we have to wait for the reason for this call.
That's gotta hurt. You're only down by a point here. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left. Coach Justin Tan trying to sort this one out with our female referee. But Coach Mike, ganda talaga ng bawi dito ng Quezon City. Rans Moyuela was really humming, especially here in the fourth quarter. 2 big three-pointers. But eto si John D unable to capitalize on that miscue. So still a 1-point lead para dito sa Malabon. Moyuela being tightly guarded, escapes the defense. Sends it to Del Rosario. That's just a nifty pass galing dito ay Rans Moyuela.
Yeah, tight one too. No, 3 defenders. That ball went through before it got to Del Rosario. He actually had the option to either drop it off to Del Rosario or finish on that lane.
Justin Del Rosario at the line, closing in on a double-double. 11 points and 9 rebounds. Actually, well-balanced yung scoring nitong Quezon City. I
Yeah.
think 4 guys in double figures.
Right.
Of course, spearheaded by Rans Moyuela with 17. Del Rosario empty on the 2 free throws. Pero ang good news for Quezon City, they'll get the ball back with 3 minutes and 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
I think he wanted to get the double-double. He missed it and attempted for the
Ganun
offensive
ba?
rebound.
Let's see what they will do and the strip. Moyuela, wow.
Wow.
Ganda sana, pero
Alright.
ganda rin nung steal doon ni Manansala. Atienza hands it off to Moyuela. Fresh 24 for the guys in white.
You see now Manansala is the one covering Moyuela now, a bigger player on the shooter Moyuela.
Kung si Moyuela, ang ganda ng kontra-chepo. Ito si Eric Cordiano, talagang salaksa ang gusto niyang gawin dito. And now he goes to the line for 2 free throws. Eric Cordiano so far, 11 points. 7 coming here in the second half. Chance to tie. But short on that free throw. So labang pa rin ang Malabon dito, 66-65. 2 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Oy, sinuwerte pa doon. Baluyot gets bumped. And I believe against one of the bigs, itong Quezon City. As Atienza whistled for that foul. And a timeout requested here by Malabon. They are still up by a point, 66-65 here in the fourth quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan na sugod. Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to. Mga kabataan.
Back with us here at the Phil Oil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City for the opening game ng ating Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Siyempre, pasalamatan lang natin ang ating sponsors, Vivere Hotel and Resorts, Auto Asia, Go Ride, our official ball, The Chosen One, and Atlantis. Coach Mike, we are in for a tight finish in our opening game. Malabon only up by 3 points, 68-65. Time winding down in the fourth quarter. Pagalilawan kicks it out. Romero, good ball movement. Moyuela, 4-3. And etong si Sean Franco has been struggling so far. He gets the basketball, kicks it out. Last 2 minutes of our ball game.
Well, kita natin kanina, bawat release ngayon ni Moyuela, talagang may nagcha-challenge na sa kanya. No? They tried to set him up on that corner 3, but that defense was there. Samantala, dito naman sa kabila, makikita mo ang QC. Every time that ball gets into the corner, there's always going to be a double team. They try to trap that, they release, and then they go back to their original positions.
Quezon City with the basketball, down by 3. Moyuela hands it off. Romero, change of pace, floater. Doesn't drop, but he retrieves the loose ball. Pero 2 red shirts in the vicinity. And there's a kick ball against Romero.
A tough break there para sa Quezon City. There was a good offensive rebound. Just couldn't find a guy open.
Saka maganda sana yung atake doon ni Rafa Romero. Just couldn't convert.
Yeah. On his way to that penetration, ganda na lahat ng ginawa niya. In and out, hesitation, floater, but just couldn't finish with the basket.
Loose ball. Pinag-aagawan pa rin. Sean Franco. And ultimately, jump ball ang tinawag ng ating referees. Ball possession will stay with Malabon.
From a big boy play to a struggling guy. Itong si Franco right now, he's been out of sync so far after doing really well for the most part of the game.
Still a 3-point lead for the Malabon Fisher Mall. Just 88 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Oh, that was actually a well-executed play. Pero at the last second, turnover kontra dito sa Malabon.
They tried to get to that back pick on that flash. Nobody went, I guess, to the corner. That's how I see it, though. Somebody should have flared to the corner.
So another chance for Quezon City to either tie or inch closer.
Just want a crucial offense here.
Moyuela stutters and natawagan ng traveling doon.
Costly turnover for Mayuela. Now you gotta forget about that and go back and defend. Diyan kayo kumukuha ng puntos nyo so hold on to it and keep executing.
Quezon City needs another stop. Oh, unsportsmanlike foul. That's gonna be big. And it's probably against Baluyot.
Oh, wow.
Referee's clearly. Oh, actually, it's a double unsportsmanlike foul. Aza Atienza and itong si
Baluyot.
John Denver Baluyot. At first, I thought it was only on John Denver Baluyot. So magka-cancel out lang yan, coach. So ganun pa rin ang ating score, 68-65. 1 minute and 11 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
That possession will stay with Malabon. Now, if you're QC, you gotta get stopped on this. Put a stop. If they miss, immediately go to the run because that's how they've been working on both ends. Push on every miss and push on every opportunity for any conversions.
Let's see who will they go to on this offensive trip. Franco trying to break free. Ruiz gets the basketball. Goes back to D. Manansala. Guarded by Deiso. Austria.
Boy, tight defense here by QC.
And a turnover. Pagkakataon. Cordaño all the way for the layup. Cuts the lead down to a single point.
If QC wins this, it's all about their defense.
And that has been bothersome yung depensa nila. As Manansala. Wow! Taking a free and draws contact.
Yeah, clearly full closeout on a corner three. Lost momentum. Came into contact. And there's going to be 3 free throws here.
Oh. And to make matters worse, Coach Mike, pakinggan natin.
Jersey number 34, Team Deiso, for unsportsmanlike behavior.
Jim Deiso. Double whammy, coach. Tumaon ka na ng jump shooter tapos natawagan ka pa ng technical foul.
And those are calls that you don't want to get. Well, I guess the coaching staff of QC is trying to plead their case because they didn't see that unsportsmanlike behavior part.
So that's 4 total free throws dahil nga 3-pointer yung inattempt doon ni Maravilla plus a technical free throw. So that this could easily become a double possession ball game.
Yeah, this will be crucial free throws here.
Austria makes good on that technical free throw. And now it's Maravilla's turn to go to the line.
Three free throws for Aaron Manansala.
Manansala, the sharpshooter. Para dito kay Coach Froilan Bagyon. Knocks down the first free throw. Manansala so far really chipping in well para dito sa Malabon. Second free throw is good as they open up a 4-point lead, 71-67. 43 seconds remaining in the ball game. And Malabon, despite the fact that Sean Franco struggling here in the second half, they have weathered the storm. Quezon City had multiple attempts at coming back, actually had leads in the third and fourth quarters. And look at that, 3 clutch free throws galing dito kay Aaron Manansala. It's now a 5-point lead, 72-67. And now a timeout requested here. 5-point lead, 72-67 with 42 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na subok, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL, araw mo na, laro na to. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod, Junior, MPBL para sa'yo. Ang liga, laro ng bawat Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, Junior, MPBL.
Head to the line. 24.5 seconds remaining in this ball game. Coach, itong Quezon City had 2 attempts from beyond the arc, but ultimately coming out empty on that trip.
Yeah, and you know, a little bit hurried yung mga attempts nila, I feel. Pero na-challenge din kasi ng Malabon eh.
Ruiz knocks down the first free throw. Golden chance here to make this a 3-possession ball game. Misses. And a foul against Malabon. And they are in penalty. So free throws para dito sa Quezon City with walang masyadong natapyas sa game clock natin, Coach.
Yeah. And if you're QC, you have to take advantage of this opportunity to be able to score without that clock moving.
Lumbo now at the line for 2 free throws. Makes good on the first. Francis Lumbo so far 5 points and has plucked down a handful of rebounds. 2 for 2 para dito kay Francis Lumbo.
Yeah, solid free throw showing there by Lumbo.
You need to foul if you're Quezon City.
Good trap.
But syempre, kung kaya mo makaagaw dito, you'll
Yeah.
go for it. 19 seconds left.
Yeah. And clearly that's been the ploy para dito kay Coach Justin. Every time that ball's in the corner, either you're doing full court press or a half court set, you gotta double on that. And once that ball releases, your other guys should be locating where that ball is going to be thrown to. Especially kung skip pass yan, then the weak side defender is going to be easier for him to be able to adjust and react accordingly.
And coach, if you're Malabon, you're still not safe here.
Oh yeah.
Just a 4-point lead, 19 seconds left, anything can happen.
Definitely, but this is gonna be a crucial stop here para sa Quezon City. They gotta be able to force a live turnover, which they've done really well all game long, and then push that ball on the other end and try to make a conversion. So a quick stop and a quick conversion, then they're back in it.
They've got guards like etong si Cordanyo,
Yeah.
Moyuela, Romero, really playing the passing
Right.
passing lanes well
Yep.
para sa kanila.
And you wouldn't be surprised, Ken, kung makashoot sa labas bigla itong si Moyuela on a quick deflection, on a quick steal.
And Coach Froilan Bagyo naman, really smart na they're advancing to the front court. Although 14 seconds lang ang shot clock, you're expecting itong
Yeah.
Quezon City to foul right here.
Yeah. Yeah, and, you have to advance that ball because you don't want to take the risk of being called for 8 seconds on the other end of the floor.
2 possession lead pa rin being enjoyed by Malabon. John D. Franco.
Look at that double again.
Almost a turnover.
Ooh.
And ito na nga, nakuha na nitong Quezon City. 10 seconds left. Muyuela looking at the clock.
Oh, wow.
5.1 seconds remaining.
Now as well will say with the Quezon City.
If you're Quezon City, look for a quick 3 here. Kaya kung Malabon, you have to be careful fouling a 3-point shooter. Cordanyo with the inbound. Goes to Lumbo.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
3.3 seconds left. Turnover. Kontra dito sa Quezon City. And Malabon looking good on its way to their first victory. But ito naman Quezon City, valiant effort, Coach Mike. Nakita naman natin yung potential, especially one Rans Muyuela, who has been the spark plug here para dito kay Coach Justin Tan.
Yeah, they were definitely close in it. And they wouldn't have trailed had that Pepito quarter not happened. Those quick threes from outside by Pepito really spread that gap and gave a little bit more comfort para dito sa Malabon team. But if you ask me, itong QC team is one team that everybody should look out for, especially with that defense working to their favor.
And that is it for our very first game ng ating Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL. Malabon winning against Quezon City, 74-69. What a ball game with witness here, Coach Mike.
Yeah, and ang ganda ng action back and forth between these two teams. Strong start by Malabon. QC able to punch back. Del Rosario tried to lead that charge, really worked inside the paint. Franco tried to dish. Everybody was very unselfish. He set that tone. And so, just run out of time para dito sa QC team.
Itong Malabon actually led by as much as 10 points in the first quarter. 20-10. They actually ended that quarter 20-10. Itong Quezon City unti-unti find their bearings in the second quarter, cut the lead down to 3 points at the half. And pagdating ng third quarter, Coach Mike, Quezon City briefly had the lead, 44-43. And you mentioned yung barrage of 3-pointers ni
Right.
Pepito was really the difference in that third quarter. Kaya naman, they weathered the storm.
Right.
And pagdating nung fourth, it was back and forth, Coach. Ganda rin ng sagutan na magkabilang kupunan. But ultimately, itong Malabon coming out on top.
Yeah, and it was really the length and athleticism that led the way for Malabon Fisher Mo with that, open floor basketball with those bigs pushing that rock. But itong QC nga, they tried to punch back. Cardaño, Muyuela, Romero, and even including this guy here, Del Rosario. I feel he really is a vital piece to that run silently para dito sa QC. But when that Pupito quarter happened, that just gave them more gaps versus Malabon.
And really, itong Malabon, using their size to their advantage, Baluyot really had his moments, as well as Pepito nga. Those 3 big 3-pointers was really crucial for them.
Yeah, especially that one.
Boyuela, hindi rin naman nagpauli. Rans Boyuela na nag-struggle ng first half, only 4 points, exploded for 13 points in the second half, knocked down those 2 big 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. But ultimately, Malabon was just too much. Talagang they really showed their class, they really clamped down on defense, and maganda yung pinakita nila dito. Meanwhile, Arlov De Jesus is now standing by with our best player of the game.
Kasama ko ngayon ang kauna-unahang best player of the game from the Malabon Fisher Mall, Sean Franco. Congratulations. Talagang pinakita mo sa amin na kahit kulang kayo sa team, talaga mag-step up pa rin ang Malabon Fisher Mall. So, paano nyo yung nagawa?
Enjoy lang kami sa game, tapos nakinig kami sa sinabi ng coach namin.
So, ano pa yung mga dapat naming expect sa team mo sa mga upcoming games? Ano pa yung mga kailangan namin expect sa inyo sa mga upcoming games?
Buo kami ng chemistry po. Communication.
Maraming salamat, congratulations. May gusto ka bang batiin at pasalamatan?
Pinabati ko yung mga pamilya ko sa Mindanao, sa Taucha, Cesar Bowlers.
Thank you, congratulations. Back to you, Ken and Coach Mike.
Performance, almost si triple-double actually, Coach Mike.
Yeah, and did he mention he was from Mindanao? Kasi parang na-realize ko ngayon, he plays a lot like Amsali when he was in the early years of Amsali from NU. And so, no surprises there. Big boy move and big boy game, except for that little hump that he experienced latter part of the game.
So itong Malabon 18 under squad taking care of business, winning their opening game here against Quezon City, 74-69. Coach Mike, as always, a pleasure to work with you. Maraming salamat.
You know I love working with you, Ken.
And on behalf of Coach Mike Perez, ako po si Ken Pangalinans. Please stay tuned. We still have 2 more games to go. Only here on Manny Pacquiao's Junior MPBL, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino.
Liga ng bayan na to, mga kabataan na sugod. Junior MPBL para sa'yo, ang liga ng bawat batang Pilipino. Liga ng bayan na to, huwag ka matakot, kaya mo bang akyatin ang mundo? Bawat bukas may pag-asa sa'yo. Ito ang tulay ng tagumpay para lumakas ang iyong loob. MPBL